All right, yeah, we're gonna make a random ass video, but I just thought this was too like strange to not make a video, and it's just kind of out of the blue. But I said, why not? Let's make a video. I haven't made a video in a while, so let's make a random video. We're making this random ass box of mac and cheese that I found at Dollar Tree, which has the potential to be absolutely terrible. But hey, we're going to find out. I already got it boiling right here. They were shells, as you can see from the box. Let me grab a couple from the, you see them right there. Got some shells, and they give you a lot. Like, there's a lot in here. So, I'll give you an update here in a second on this. As you can see, I have like a tabletop stove top thing. It's electric. You can see it's plugged in over there. And the reason for that is because I don't have an actual stove. I just moved to my own place fairly recently. You can see my fucking mess in my living room and all this mess over here because I'm still getting things figured out. I've lived here for maybe 2 months now, and I still don't have everything completely unpacked. That's all donation clothes. But I have all this stuff, and I don't have a stove because I just moved in this place with no appliances. This is a old microwave that my mom and stepdad had, and it was basically there. I mean, it's basically the hand-me-down microwave, which is fine. I appreciate it. I didn't have a microwave before that. Same with that toaster. That toaster was a gift for my birthday because I told them I needed more appliances. I guess it's one sign of growing up is asking for appliances instead of, die casts or toys or something, So, got a toaster, and then my dad gave me this. And these are pretty much all my appliances right here. I don't have a blender. I don't have like a dish strainer for my dishes or anything like that. I just got these dish towels that I use for drying dishes out when I get done doing my dishes. And that's pretty much what I got for my kitchen. I'll do a full house tour at some point if I ever have a time to like if I ever have like a gap in not making videos, which is probably going to be quite a bit because I don't make videos a lot. I have a couple of videos planned, but I work nights and during the days I sleep, so I haven't had a chance to. But eventually I'll make a full-on video showing off my house, essentially. This is where the stove would be, but got a raised seat here. I had to turn the heat down a little bit. It was on high. I put it down to about medium now because it was getting pretty warm. It was starting to boil over. Your standard, normal mac and cheese practices, I guess. When I was in the military, I made a video that was me making pot pies in my barracks. And so I don't know if this is considered a sequel to that. I don't consider it a sequel. I just consider it like a random standalone video. But if it's like a random, like, terrible food review video, I guess it could be considered a secondary one. I'm not going to eat it with a card this time. I'm not going to eat it with a playing card, but because I actually have stuff now. But it's just going to be another stupid video like that, essentially. Don't expect anything productive out of this video. Real quick, I wanted to show these off. They're not anything too special. They're fantasy NASCAR championships. I've won it last year, this year, and 2018. We didn't have one in 2019 because I kind of won the organizer for the group I do. I don't do it on the fantasy NASCAR thing. It's just kind of a thing I do with a couple family members. And I didn't do it in 2019 because I was in basic and then in Georgia. But 18, 20, and 21, every year that we've done it, I've won it. It was really close with me and my dad this year. And I think it came down to like, 30, 40 points or something like that. It was like a ridiculously close number. But that's what these are. And then this is an old Pinewood Derby trophy that I won in 2008 for best looking car, and I actually got third place on it. But It's one of the few trophies I got, so I have it up here proud with the rest of my other just kind of random racing collection stuff going on right here. These are my pets right here, which is just a couple betta fish. Here's Bonnie, and here's Clyde. It's a female and a male betta fish that was actually given to me when I was in barracks in Georgia. Now we're allowed to have barracks, or we're allowed to have fish in the barracks, but we're not allowed to have any other pets, obviously. So I took good care of them. They actually made the trip back with me. When I stayed with my parents. And now that I'm on my own, I finally was able to get them here, and they're sitting here on my table. On my table I have in the dining room, and that's just kind of their home right now. I'm planning on getting one of those little, like, Christmas is coming up. I'm planning on getting one of those, like, tabletop trees, and it's like a real Christmas tree, but it's like a small one. I'm going to put it up here, and then I'm probably going to move them forward so they don't have needles going in their tanks and ruining the water and stuff. And yeah, I don't know if that's dangerous for the fish or not, but I'm not taking any risks. So if I'm going to have the tree pushed back and these guys pushed forward a little bit, it's just their food and, you know, not really much to move. This flag right here, I was not in the Navy. I was in the Army, but my grandfather was in the Navy, and he passed away in February of 2020. And this was actually his flag that he flew on his flagpole. And I think it was actually flying on the flagpole when he died. And so I ended up with it somehow. Between all the stuff that went to my uncles and my mom and all that, I ended up with the flag. And so I have it hanging up proudly in my living room, or excuse me, in my kitchen. So that's a quick story on this flag. I think it's a sentimental thing. You know, I'm more supportive of the Army than the Navy. I support all the armed forces, obviously, but the sentimental things is why I have a Navy thing in my kitchen and not an Army flag. Looks like our noodles are starting to get nice and soft, so we'll strain them out in the sink here in a second. I have this little, like, plastic Betty Crocker one, but it works for the job. So it's small. It's just a small pot of noodles anyway, so it's not like we need anything big. And so I'm just going to use this to strain it out. So I'm going to do that, and it's going to take both hands to do it. So I'm going to stop recording real quick, and then you'll see the noodles. Got the noodles straining the little last drops right there in the center. That's where I'm going to kind of hold the noodles, let them drain the last few, you know, drops or so they're not dropping water all over my floor. Put the pot over here on the cool side of the thing. Obviously I was using this side to cook it, so I'm not going to place it on there because it's just going to burn. I mean, it should be obvious, but here's my packet. It actually has sauce and not, like, you know, powder. It's actually like noodles, like Velveeta sauce. So I thought that was kind of interesting. I didn't expect that. So, you know, we'll see how it is here in a second. All right, so our noodles are pretty much strained now. So we're going to take them. We'll put them right back in our pot. Look at that. Spilt some all over the place. That's great. I'm realizing as I'm recording this, I put the thing on high, so the thing is red hot. I was supposed to turn it off. So that's great. That's real smart of me. I'm trying to get these stray noodles away from the hot burner so I don't burn myself trying to get them. Every noodle counts. All right, so we're going to get our Velveeta sauce. It's not Velveeta, it's fucking Classic Kitchen or whatever the hell this is. I don't know. Point is, we're going to get it and we're going to put it in the sauce here. And I need both hands to do that, so you'll see it here in a second. Funny thing, they didn't make a slit where you can, you know, tear it easily. So I had to, like, tear it a corner thing like you would with I don't know, like a mayo thing or like a condiment packet. You have to cut the corner off or tear the corner. This isn't a cut thing. This is me trying to bite the damn thing open and it didn't work. So I literally had to just, you know, cut the corner off. So that's kind of annoying, but let's see here. Let's see the pour. Look at that. It's so yellow. Looks like mustard. That's such an unnatural color, which is part of the art of Dollar Tree macaroni. Look at that. That looks awful, and I wouldn't want it any less. All right. See if I can mix this up with one hand here so I can record this. No guarantees though. I may actually have to put the phone down while I mix this in. No, it's going pretty decent. As long as the thing doesn't fall off the burner and spill my macaroni and cheese everywhere. Because although this is like a joke and it could be terrible and all that, this is actually my lunch. So if it's still bad, I'm still going to eat it regardless, because I hate myself. So got some macaroni's all mixed up. Put the cheesy spoon in the sink, which is probably not the smartest idea because I'm going to need it now to scoop the thing in there. So that wasn't that smart. But I'll just grab another one. No big deal. Open this up. Grab a bowl. Put that right there. And this is a very loose drawer. There we go. That works. I'm always afraid that drawer is just gonna slip and then fall on my feet and then hurt me, and I'll be in pain and sad. But hasn't happened yet, luckily. So we'll see you in a second. All right, so here's our beautiful bowl of macaroni. I got a little bit left in there. I couldn't get it to fit all fit in the bowl, so let's taste it, see how it is. I don't know if this is actually good. I'll be surprised, but who knows? Who knows? We'll see. One of the noodles didn't cook all the way, but for the most part they did. And it's actually not bad. It's not bad. It's got that cheap cheese taste. Yeah, generic cheese. It almost tastes like the powder. You know, it's a sauce, but it almost just tastes like the normal like Kraft macaroni and cheese powder. But it's actually not that bad. I have no idea how long this video is going to be. I don't know how good this video is going to be either. It's probably not going to be very good because it's just me talking about my kitchen and then making mac and cheese. But who said you should subscribe to this channel for good content? I never said that. I never said I was going to give you good content. Hell, I never said I was going to give you content in general. So enjoy me eating mac and cheese. All in all, it's not that bad. I mean, it's really not that bad. It just tastes like your normal cheap mac and cheese, you know. Doesn't taste too much different than Kraft. It doesn't taste as good as Velveeta, but it's not bad. I mean, for $1, it works, I guess. You know, if you're poor like me and have no money except for the money that goes to bills, this is a perfectly acceptable lunch in my opinion. You know, you take it compared to everything else I have in my cupboards, you know. Peanut butter cracker snack things. Vienna sausages, which are absolutely delicious, by the way. Ramen noodle cups. Chicken salad, Ritz cracker things. Another ramen noodle cup that's actually been slightly crushed from my lunchbox because I had a 2-liter of soda in there. There's a random thing of honey. I got Kroger brand Pop-Tarts up there. Actually, I don't even think that's Kroger brand. I'm pretty sure that's also Dollar Tree. Cheetos mac and cheese, those are actually really good. You can get those for $1 too, and I think they actually sell those at Dollar Tree, but I bought that one at Kroger, or here they're called Dillon's, but you know, Kroger. Got some ramen noodles right there. This is more of my snack stuff, but I got some ravioli up there and some refried beans. That's just my snack stuff, really. Point is, this is a perfectly acceptable lunch when you have nothing else to eat, really. I mean, I got stuff, and this is my only other appliance I forgot to show you is my mini fridge here, which has got some of my NASCAR Authentic stuff right there. Got some waffles in there, a big old frozen burrito. And some shredded cheese. That's chicken, I think it was a chicken casserole or something. Some homemade thing my mom made that gave me. I have a package of hot dogs down there. And then, you know, lots of beer, because that's a necessity. And then these delicious ass things. I don't know if you guys have ever had these. This like latte milkies or whatever they're called. It's a Korean drink. Oh, they're so good. They're like 95 cents or something like that at Kroger. Oh, so worth it. So good. Oh, these are my childhood Hot Wheels, by the way. I have a ton of them. One of these days, I'll probably go through them and see if there's anything that's either valuable, which even if they are, I'm probably not going to get rid of any anyway, because they're part of my childhood, and I'm very sentimental to most of these. I mean, I distinctly remember a lot of these Hot Wheels I can just see from the surface level right here. So, I don't know. I feel it'd be difficult to get rid of any of these, but it's cool to have these. But, yeah, I mean, this is pretty much my kitchen. My Boy Scout stuff from over the years that I've held on to, and I've kind of made like a little display there just to kind of fill up space on the walls. This is going to one of my friends named Brent Henshaw, who actually works at NASCAR. These are from one of the tracks, and we met up one time when I was living in El Paso, and he gave me these banners, and I didn't know where to put them, and so I just put them there. He also gave me my only piece of, I guess you can call it sheet metal, but it's a side skirt, and this is from Eric Almirola's car at Watkins Glen in 2018. I remember he actually crashed that car. That's the race where Chase Elliott got his first career win. So that's a pretty cool piece, but it's the only piece of like race used sheet metal / race parts that I have. So, I mean, all in all, it's not bad. I mean, it's just Dollar Tree fucking mac and cheese. What do you expect? But it's really good. I haven't made a video in a while, so I was like, you know what? Let's make a video. And we made a video. So, thank you all so much for watching. I don't know why you watched, but thank you. And I'll see you all next time. I actually have a couple of videos planned. Believe it or not, I have a couple of videos planned. I just haven't had time to work on it. Because like I said, I work nights. So during the daytime, I'm usually sleeping. And by the time I wake up, like right now it's 3:22 p.m., I should be asleep by now. I have to clock in at 11 o'clock tonight. And I'll probably work around between 7 and 11 a.m. That's when I'll get off tomorrow morning. And that's when I just go home and I sleep. I actually have the next 2 days off, and I'm hoping to get some progress done on a couple of video ideas I have, which are going to be like more like in-depth video, not really documentary style, but more in-depth edited style videos. I'm trying to go that route. Maybe not. I don't know. I'm just kind of contemplating on what I want to do with my YouTube channel at the moment, what kind of content I want, but videos like this are going to happen until I get stuff done, because it's just kind of killing time, kind of having something to upload instead of just leaving the channel dormant like I have for a long time. I feel bad about doing that. We have some videos planned. I have some stuff planned that are working down the pipeline. The racing seat's a part of that. I'll go more in depth later on that. But for now, I mean, this is what I've been doing. This is why we haven't had any good videos, is because I've been working and sleeping. So, which shouldn't be an excuse, but I just really haven't had a chance to do anything else other than those two things, and which is why my house is still a mess. This is why I still haven't been able to fully unpack everything, is because work's taken up most of my time, whether it's actually me being on the clock or even off the clock. So hopefully stuff like that will be changing soon. We'll see. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video, whenever that is. But I promise more videos will be coming in the future.